Oh, and here we are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. Happy Friday. I can't believe the week went by so quickly. You know, when we do the intensives, there's so much time to build up and try to get all of the work together. And then all of a sudden you start it and the week is over. It's just so strange. My name is Nicholas Viselli. I'm the artistic director of Theater Breaking Through Barriers. I am coming to you right now, so very, very live, right here from the heart of the Thunderdome on 42nd Street in Midtown Manhattan. And on behalf of all of us, all of our artists, our staff, our administrative team, I would like to cordially welcome each and every one of you to Theater Breaking Through Barriers' third Hybrid Playmakers Intensive, or HPI3. DRAMAPHEMERA. So we have been exploring this week with the idea of creating plays that have a theme of ephemera to them, like things that happen in our lives that are here and then they're gone. And I think that that's very interesting. I mean, one can argue that everything is ephemeral in this life, but it's so much fun to be able to get the impressions from our artists that have been working and collaborating together. This past week, we've had a good chance to see some incredible shows. Jared Bogard, Anne-Marie Morelli, Christopher Chan Roberson. Oh my goodness, Farida Pasha last night. And Friday, tonight, we have the perfect show to kick off the weekend. It is by one of my favorite playwrights, one of my favorite people, Tatiana G. Rivera. The play is entitled "So Much Going On Everywhere All the Time." How true. So much going on everywhere all the time. It is directed by Joel Jones. Now, Joel, this is his first time working with us, and it's so nice when you get someone that's working with you for the first time, but it's even nicer when you have someone that you meet and you say, "Oh my God, you got to work with us again. You're great." So I'm saying that now, Joel, you're great. Please work with us more. He is going to be acting in a show on Sunday, but you get to see his directing chops tonight. And we have two wonderful actors in this, Jamie Petrone and Jack Sims. So you know what? I'm just going to let the work speak for itself. So I will say to all of you, thank you for joining us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Tatiana G. Rivera's "So Much Going On Everywhere All the Time."
Okay, great. Finally, let's do this. Now connecting you with an agent. No, Aunt Eleanor. No, not now. Don't make me get the dogs.
Hello there, and a happy Wednesday to you.
See, the dogs are gonna get you.
Thank you for calling our customer care line where we really, truly care. And to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi, sorry, Jamie Grant. Sorry about the barking.
Oh, not to worry. Communication comes in many forms.
I guess.
My name is Jack, service number 65038. And how may I be of service today?
Yeah, sorry, the barking. It's just that my aunt is supposed to stay in her room, but she never wants to stay in her room, and the only way to keep her in her room is to bring out the dogs. But the dogs died last year, and so I bark because it turns out it works pretty much the same considering her current state.
Woof.
Believe me, it's easier than getting replacement dogs that I'd have to train and clean and feed and take to the vet appointments. And I've already got plenty of that to do for Eleanor. And it is so, I don't need anything else, especially since at the current moment, I've rescheduled my dentist appointment so many times, I've already gone past my next yearly visit.
Oh boy, sounds rough.
Rough. Funny. God, sorry. Let's regroup. Okay, I called because I'd really like to cancel my cable subscription.
Oh, no, cancel? No, we can't have that. You're our most valued customer. And as our most valued customer, please allow me to inform you of a special one-day only mega deal that we have tailor-made just for you.
No.
Our first package has 13 full and 9 half channels on a rotating distribution schedule based on your zip code, and a half sponsored subscription for partially grass-fed, occasionally uncaged meat every month.
Wow. Respectfully, no. The last service rep I spoke with exhausted me into the third package he had to offer that I've been trying to get out of since he offered it, and that was almost 2 years ago.
And how have you been liking our Tier 3 television and telecom package?
It's 4 channels more than the last package I was scammed into, and more crappy meat.
What a deal, am I right?
Yes, who doesn't love discounted mystery meat in bulk?
Right. I like to grind mine up and make my Meemaw's famous meatball pie.
That sounds interesting.
Best meatball pie in the county, 10 years running. Oh boy, do I miss Meemaw.
So sad. My subscription canceled, please.
Righto, I'll just skip ahead to package number 7.
No more packages, no more subscriptions. Cancel, please. I don't even use it.
Well, in that case, I'm going to have to escalate you to level 2 customer service.
Wait, you can't cancel my plan?
No, ma'am, that needs at least a level 2 clearance.
Go figure.
Now, before I send you up to level 2, let's collect some information for our system operator to relay over.
Okay.
Why don't we start with your name?
Jamie Grant.
Jamie
Grant.
Grant. Great. And your account number?
4000988
Okay, now hit me with your address.
1225th, apartment 76.
Okay, apartment 76. Oh, that all looks normal. Thank you so much for your time and patience. We really, truly appreciate it.
That's fine, whatever.
Now, please hold while I escalate you to level 2.
Thank you. Eleanor, for fuck's sake. Back. Back. Yes, please.
Well, hello there, and welcome to level 2 customer care, where we really, really, truly care. And how can I help you today?
You're not the same person I was just talking to.
Well, I'm not sure. I happen to speak to a lot of customers throughout the day.
No, but we were just talking right now about my cancellation.
Well, I trust your judgment, but my memory just ain't jogging. I'm sorry to hear about your cancellation. We never want to lose a loyal customer. Might I interest you in a deluxe package tailor-made for you at absolutely no additional cost for the first 7.5 weeks?
I don't use the subscription. By the time I get a moment to sit down and be myself is half asleep in the kitchen chair, eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich I found from the day before, if I'm lucky. Trying to read the news on my phone to fill my mind with as much of whatever the hell else is going on in the outside world I never actually get a chance to be a part of.
Oh, well, ain't that a bummer? The outside world is great. You just got to turn your brain off and the bad stuff just almost sort of marginally goes away for a fraction of a moment. Works like a charm every time. Now, where was I?
Cancellation.
Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and get started on your cancellation.
Yes, thank you.
No problemo. I just need your name.
But I already gave you this information.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. You must have given that information to level 1. Our system operator doesn't allow for level 1 information to move onto our level 2 systems.
But for the love of God. My name is Jamie Grant. I live at 1225th, apartment 76. My account number is 400988843.
Whoa, that's a lot of information at a lot of speed. Just let me type this in. Jamie Grace
Grant.
Grant. Oh, you mean like Amy Grant? Any relation, perchance?
No.
Well, what about Hugh?
Who?
Hugh Grant. Any relation there?
No. No Hugh. No famous Grants, just regular old Grants living life with an exceedingly common last name.
Well, no need to get so spicy. Just curious about your heritage. You might have been related to Cary Grant, for all I know. What a great fact that would be to have about your life.
Except I'm not related to Cary Grant. I just want to cancel my subscription.
I understand, Madam Grant, just trying to make some friendly conversation, just my natural nature, just keeping things interesting. I can escalate you to level 3 if you like.
No, no level 3. Please, absolutely no.
No? Well, well, well. So I thought. You about ready to carry on your level 2 customer service request?
Please, yes.
Then fine. It appears that I was able to verify most of your information. I just need you to provide me with your passcode.
Passcode.
Yes, indeed.
Where would I find that?
It would have been a code you created when you first set up your account.
Okay, but that would have been years ago, and it probably would have been my Aunt Eleanor who set them up. And I don't have any of that historical information. I just took over all of her accounts because instead of paying the bills, she just kept using them as wrapping paper.
Well, that's a clever idea. However, I would need the passcode in order to move forward with your cancellation. Got to make sure it's you. You can't just trust everyone these days. Hearing
Yes.
this and that in crazy impossible stories about people that turn out to be true. I mean, sure, it's the end of the world. Sure, everything is the dumpster fire, but crazy stuff is going to keep happening, and we just got to hop along for the ride, or else we kill ourselves trying to make it all make sense. And listen to me, honey. Just close your eyes, gird your loins, and always remember your passcode.
But how am I supposed to get a passcode that I didn't create?
Well, I know. Why don't you go ahead and ask Aunt Eleanor?
No.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Just bring in Eleanor over here for a chat. Let's see if we can't conjure up the old memory bank. Oh, Eleanor!
Seriously, lay off. If you keep saying her name, she'll try to leave her room, and she's not allowed to leave her room. It's not outside of the room time.
Outside of the room time? What kind of schedule is that?
It's the I can't keep my eyes on her at all times right now schedule. She's a lot, and I need dedicated time in my day to get other necessary stuff done, which I hope at some point includes a regular shower and meals that require more than a microwave. But right now, her hemoglobin levels are too low.
Well, get that lady an iron pill.
And why am I explaining this to you? Cancel my subscription. I don't have the friggin' code. I don't know how to retrieve it or where to look for it. There has to be a way to cancel without it. I can't believe you were ready to upgrade my service without my code, but canceling my account is somehow me attempting fraud.
Well, that sure sounds like an admission if I ever heard one.
Excuse me?
Oh, I was just messing with you, trying to lighten the mood, twisting your word for a little fun. It was getting a little too real for a second there.
Oh, but I thought you guys really, really cared.
Of course we do, within reason.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
It gets confusing for us too.
Oh, wait, I know. Cancel my subscription.
But we still have a little problem with your password.
Jesus.
Well, we could always try
Level 3, please.
level 3 coming right up.
Oh, nope. No time for that. Sorry about it. Eleanor has been a mess this week. It's been a fire hose to the face. Need to get a tooth pulled, but no times to go, so contemplating string and doorknob method. Definitely peopled out after being on the world's worst cable call. Sorry, your dog died. Hang in there.
Well, hello there, good friend and neighbor. Welcome to level 3 customer care service, where we don't just care, we love.
Oh, dear God.
And how can I be of service for you today?
You're Jack.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. Great name. I actually met a Jamie recently.
Me. It was me, Jamie. You met me twice today.
No, 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 no. The Jamie I'm referring to, I met at a conference last week in Kentucky. Woo, what a trip. I mean, a lot of the usual red state folks around, with their flags and their guns. But you know what? When you trust no one, you can trust anyone. And then suddenly people aren't so bad. And that's where I met Jamie.
Yippee. Another Jamie. Very happy for you. Now, please help me cancel my subscription.
Wait, cancel your subscription? For what?
This is hell. I'm in hell. Am I stuck with you for all of eternity, or are you just ushering me in through my welcome parade?
Well, excuse me twice. I didn't mean to offend you by engaging in some lively conversation or anything like that. I mean, life's short. Human connection is swift. You have to grab life by the reins, find joy in the little things, and ride the wave.
Stop mixing home good decor metaphors and just tell me how to find my passcode.
Oh, passcode? Well, that's easy. You just look on your statement. There's a little line that says it right there at the top. Passcode.
You have to be kidding me.
Right now? No. Earlier I might have, but you're pretty prickly, and I don't have the energy for that. No, ma'am.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Well, if that wraps things up, I'd like to thank you for calling our customer service
No,
line.
no, nothing is wrapped. Everything is very unwrapped. I need to cancel. I have my passcode now, finally. Thank you for that. But now I need to cancel. Please help me cancel. I don't use the subscription. The box isn't even plugged in.
Well, there's your problem. You don't even know if you hate it yet. Plug that sucker in and give it a whirl. I think you'll find your package of 9 full and 4 half channels is quite impressive. How are you enjoying your bonus subscription of monthly pretzels, by the way?
I hate pretzels.
They make a great baked chicken coating.
I don't have time to bake chicken. And I hate pretzels because they just remind me of how dehydrated I always am. Cancel. Give me a robot or literally anyone else. I just need to cancel.
Well, and maybe drink a glass of water or two.
You want to say that again?
Why don't I go ahead and knock you back to level 2 and see if they can't help you out?
Oh, here we go again. No, out. Now, dogs, now. Grrr.
Oh, hello there, and welcome back to level 2. You get your passcode?
Oh my God, thank you. Yes, I got my passcode. Please help me cancel.
Well, lucky for you, I didn't have a single client appointment after yours, so your information is still up on my screen.
Whatever, man, let's just get this shit handled, please.
No need for cursing.
Stuff handled. I am sorry for cursing.
Apology accepted. And now, may I please have your passcode?
Yes, passcode 5445.
That is incorrect.
Stop.
Yeah. Just kidding you. Password works perfectly fine. So which package are we upgrading to?
0 package, the one that doesn't have anything.
Oh, no. 0 package is only for our most elite customers.
Cancel my subscription, please. What do I have to do to get this canceled?
You don't have to do anything. I just have to click a button and call for a supervisor to come by and approve it. I've never canceled an account before, so I need permission,
Then please do whatever you need to do. I don't have much more time.
Oh, no. Well, that sounds ominous. Are you doing okay? How are your hemoglobin levels? We happen to have a reduced price phase-out package for the retiring customer, so to speak.
No, God, I'm not dying. I mean, right now, I don't have much more time. I only have a set number of minutes in the day, and I spent today's on this call. Please cancel. I need the monthly savings. I need my time back. I don't even watch TV.
Then it actually sounds like our phase-out package might be the right fit.
Am I ever going to be able to cancel?
Like fully cancel?
Yes,
Well, maybe, but today is not that day.
I just
Hmm. Hmm.
phase out package, please.
Excellent. I think you'll really love our 80 quarter channel package with monthly deliveries of nearly all-in-one supplement shakes guaranteed to partially cover your daily nutritional requirements, including sugar. Now, name?
Always better the second time. It just is. Not that it was bad the first time. It was wonderful the first time. But when you get to see it twice, it just gets better. Come on back, everybody. Woo! Woo! Oh, Jamie. Jack, Joel, Tots. So wonderful. Anne Marie, all right. And Tucker's gonna come on too, I hope. Thank you guys. This play is wonderful. It really is. It's so funny and you know, it also has a who's on first quality. I just was thinking about the whole Abbott and Costello who's on first thing. It just works so beautifully. And you guys just, you nail it. There's something just so, I don't know, Jamie. There's something about you that's just so, well, you could, all right, you say prickly, but you're just so, it's so adorable. And I just empathize so much with you. It's just so frustrating. But Jack, you are like the perfect foil for that. Really, the two of you work so well together. Such really great chemistry between the two of you. So thank you for that. I don't know. I think what I really find I know I mentioned this earlier, but when you have the way we do this and the fact that everyone is randomly paired together, I think even though we have a really good, I think a really good success rating. I can remember in our past intensives only a handful of times when there was an issue with the chemistry within the group. Usually that came from one person who was maybe having issues of their own, and they happened to bring that into the group, and it just kind of caused a ripple effect. But I'm always just amazed with how everyone just works so well together. And I don't think that's just pretend. I think it's genuine. Last night we had Farida's play, and she had worked with Estrella Temez for the first time. Now Estrella is wonderful, but they're now like best friends. So I love that. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts or stories that you could share about your collaboration together. How much did you have an opportunity to get together to rehearse? That's always a fun one to talk about. And yeah, did you establish this from the very beginning, or was this something that came through in the number of rehearsals you had? So let's start with you guys, Jamie and Jack, on that.
Well, it was a fun script. So right away, I think that we both enjoyed the script so much that it sort of made us comfortable with each other because we enjoyed the script. So I've never been told I'm irritating as many times in my life as I have while we did this, but it was done in such a great spirit. It made me feel behooved to really try to nettle them as much as I could, and everybody it was a good spirited jazzing up the whole time.
Yeah.
I think that there is no way that you could possibly be irritating in life. I can't possibly believe that. So it is a genuine respect for your skill, your talent. Like it's just you, and for everybody, for Joel, for Tatiana, it is you get onto these virtual plays and you have no idea what you're going to be mixed with, how it's going to go. And then you get really lucky most of the time. And you get this quality of actor, this quality of director, this quality of writer that is quite incredible. And you see it and you go, oh, now let's work. You just dig into the work because you can see the quality. And I genuinely just I was able to just respect the writing first, just look at this and go, oh, this is actually hysterical. And then Joel, just to get his feedback and, just to be able to dive in and just working with you. I mean, it's wonderful. So we got to, work together. And I think all of the feedback that we got, we were able to just take the notes because the script was so easy to do that with, right? It was easy to be at that tempo. It was easy to feed off of each other. And you're a wonderful actor to work with, Jack. So it's just fun. So
Joel gave us a lot of encouragement from the very beginning, and Jamie's demeanor, I think, I'll say, is serious. She looks like a serious person, which so perfectly worked with this when a serious person is trying to do a serious thing and getting ridiculous results. That I think that's what I thought made it so particularly much fun.
Yeah. Well, you see this person who's really, life is just not, it's just a tough time in life. You're dealing with a lot. You don't have a lot of time. This is one of those things you got to cross off the to-do list, cancel the subscription. And it just becomes a whole day, like far more time than you want to invest. You just want to be able to say cancel, and it doesn't happen. And that, oh my God, that's when, like, not that I want to talk about when you're an artistic director, that is every day. Every day. I'm going to share something with you right now. And I just got an email, and I'm still trying to recover from it. I got an email. We're doing the live portion of our show this Sunday at Clinton Cameo Studios, which is right up on 43rd Street. Lovely studios. There's only 2 of them in the complex. It's really nice. I got an email from the people who manage that saying that the elevator is out and they are going to try to repair it.
oh no.
So just as a joy, here it is Friday. We're going live on Sunday with a company of artists, many of whom are performers with disabilities that need an elevator to be able to get to the studio. And there's no elevator. So now, what do you do? You got to scramble. Do we cancel that? Do we find another space? I have to find another space because I don't know what's going to happen with this. So, like I said, it's always something. It's not one thing, it's another. Exactly.
Who actually remember that.
And never a dull moment.
No,
Never a dull moment.
no. So I love and understand and completely relate to poor Jamie Grant's issues trying to get through a simple task and someone's standing in your
Just
way.
bark, Nick. Just bark. That's it. You just bark. Or you growl. You bark or you growl. That's how it
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really
It's like you need to, you don't get your way, you fight your fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. So here we go. Em, do you have any thoughts, questions, queries?
No, I just really enjoyed that so thoroughly again. And I'm sorry, obviously cable is not ephemeral. It's something that stays with you for life. And I've been telling you to cancel our cable forever, and you're the one who doesn't want to cancel it. But now I know why. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
But you can go on YouTube TV.
Yeah, yeah, no.
and enjoy 'em everything.
All right. Not that I want to get into a discussion on cable because that's really the point of this.
Sorry.
But I will say I'm celebrating at both Anne Marie and I are celebrating birthdays this month. Hers is coming up on Tuesday.
Aw, happy
And
birthday.
mine's in a couple weeks. But I'm an old dog, and I like if I'm going to sit and watch television, I'm used to flipping through channels and having to go to an app and having to look at everything and say, what do I want to watch? And I gotta read all those things. It's like, why would I read that? Why don't I just read a book? If I have to read all the descriptions, like that just drives me nuts. And I'm not into like binge watching a lot. I just like the comfort of what's on. Flip, 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 flip. Can't get that with streaming. So there you go.
Well, there you go. No, I just really love this. And I mean, obviously it's art imitating life, or is it life imitating art? I'm not quite sure. I got confused actually,
All right.
because it's true on both ends.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I just really loved it. And I don't have any questions because it's just so, it's in my opinion, to quote our choral director, it was perfect and I loved it. And I so enjoyed it, and I could watch it again and again and laugh just as much.
Mhm.
I just thought it was wonderfully written, wonderfully directed, wonderfully acted. And thank you guys for being part of our little company.
And I'm in awe of you, Tatiana. I'm sorry, you know, blowing smoke, blowing smoke. It's just, you know, I always love your plays. I always love the work that you do, but I've never really seen you write anything like this. And it just, how long did it take you to really write this? How long did it take you to craft this little play?
I think I thought about it more than I wrote it. So the thinking time was quite significant and the writing was quite quick. And then it was actually like a really beautiful process with Joel of like, because my reputation as a playwright is I hate being in the rehearsal room. I go crazy. Because it's either I get nitpicky or I don't know. There's something about it where like if I get to see it in its final version, I'm like, oh, that's what that's about. Instead of just having to be, every step of the way. And so we've been emailing throughout the rehearsal process because I went to the first and then I went to one this week before I went to one yesterday. And just like getting notes via email, I was like, oh, this is great. So I would like take the notes and I would write another draft. And then he was like, actually, maybe we want to go back to the first draft. And I was like, no, let me like get a halfway point to make it good, to make it like work for you. And that communication actually worked really lovely. And so it came out of the process. It came out of the conversation. It came out of recent events in my life. But it also just became a really lovely collaborative process in a very technological way. So I think it lended itself to the format. I don't know what Joel's thoughts are, but I just really enjoyed that process. Like I take feedback pretty well, but it just I think we were on the same wavelength from the get-go.
Mhm. I think that's great. And one thing I never really talk about, because I mean, I think part of doing this intensive is we throw a lot at you, a lot more than you think. The idea that everyone's randomly paired together and you don't know what you're going to do. And I tell the writers, don't write a play. I'm not interested in showcasing a piece of work you've done already. I want you to write for the artist. That's key. All of that stuff is a lot, right? And but I love the collaboration of the group, which I think really makes this great. If someone resists, if you have a writer that says, I will write what I want to write, and I don't care what the actors or the director think. And then you have a director that says, it is my show. I get to control this. This does not work. It's not as successful. It's got to be sort of a communal thing. And what I've learned a lot through working with other playwrights, even like, well, you'll know this, Jamie, when we were working with Sam Hunter, you know that this is a play that he had developed and was writing for this company and for these artists, but yet he relied so heavily on his director to help work through a lot of those issues. Certainly listening to the input of the cast, but it's more about the relationship between the director and the writer. And I've seen that more in this particular intensive than in other intensives. So I love the fact that you've had a great sort of connection as director and writer. I think that makes a lot of sense. Joel, I mean, I know you've done a lot of directing in your time, but and I don't know if you've had experiences like this one, but could you maybe tell me a little of what you thought?
Oh, I can tell you all kinds of stuff. First of all, Tatiana's being very generous with me, because the first script was like, thank you. This is a gift. This
Yeah.
is a gift. I can't wait to do this. And then she attended the first rehearsal and said, "Oh, I'm going to do another one. Add some, get some stuff." And she did. She fleshed it out a lot more. And I was a little worried because I thought, oh, it's over the 15-minute limit, and I've never done this before, and I don't want to be that schmuck who shows up and decides, no, we've got to do the long version. So I wrote back to her timidly saying, "Do you think it might be a little too long?" And she immediately came back with a new script that was shorter. It was like I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
It was insane. So thank you for being so gracious to me, Tatiana. I didn't do anything. They all did it all. I just sat back and tried not to get in the way.
Well,
Which is the best a director can do, really.
I agree. I think it's true, but I think a good director has to realize all of that. You try to gather your strongest elements and to create your best moments, and you sort of are the one that has to help foster that along. And
You're like the Sherpa.
and
You guided us along. It was great.
but the key to that is, I think, a lot of times people get really into that. Oh no, I must direct. I must help shape moments. And the answer is, I think if you have input, that's great, but you also have to trust that your artists know what they're doing. And if they're really not, if they're struggling, you'll know they're struggling, and you'll be able to sort of help them work it out. But yeah, it's my grandfather was a gardener, among other things, and his gardens were always so incredibly lush. Every year, he didn't plant one garden every summer. He planted, no kidding, like 15 gardens. He planted his garden, which was like his entire yard, and the one at our house, and like a bunch of his friends. And he just had that idea of saying, yeah, well, sometimes you got to know when you need to take care of the plants, and sometimes you got to know just to leave them alone. And that's a director. I'm helping you along here, and you need to know that you're a good support and a good eye, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You can always tell when a play is over-directed.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, I think a lot of times people forget that this is collaborative work. We call theater a collaborative art, and it is in every sense of the word that. So if you're not listening to everybody around you and working together on it, then something's wrong. Mm-hmm. So you guys just nailed it. You nailed it. It just worked beautifully.
I have a question for Tatiana. It's always for watching you online when you will act for
One more
Tucker,
time. Oh, go ahead.
when will you act?
Oh, great. No, this is not the conversation for that, Tucker. Okay. I very much enjoy creating the world and then watching the actors do them. That's my lane. My lane.
Tucker is just being really bold because
Yeah.
yeah, I know, but it's lovely. I think that I think everybody is an actor. I do. I think who was it that said everyone acts. You do it in life. You do it every day.
You do.
You put on a face when you have to go into work, when you have to deal with something you don't want to deal with. That's acting, you know. And we will have our own private conversation about that at another time, Tatiana. But you're a very, very gifted person. That's all I'll say. We'll leave it at that.
I think it's a good workshop.
Yeah.
I'm doing internet intensive.
Yeah.
So
I'm
enjoying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're one act in the next intensive, so
Uh-huh.
you need to join him.
So Tucker says he wants to act in the next intensive, which I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. It's great. My only worry is who am I going to get to be the tech guru?
Because
That's the problem.
you.
But you see, like that's it, as we just talked about. It's always something. So I guess I'll have to find somebody to replace Tucker, at least for that night. So yeah, I don't have any more to add to this wonderful conversation other than this was a joyous experience. And I love this work. I love you guys so much, and I thank you for sharing your talent and your incredible gifts and helping to elevate the company and who we are and what we try to do. You know, it's hard. We're a small company and we've been around a long time, and more people should know about us. I think I don't want to get too much on my soapbox, but it is frustrating because I think we do great work and we have great artists and we should be doing more. And I think that the mission of our company is a little ahead of the curve of, I think, what I think everybody should be doing, you know, in terms of recognizing artists and not disabilities or not, you know, whatever. I think that's always the key to any of it. And we just don't get the, you know, I think it's wonderful that you're seeing more opportunities for people with disabilities now than ever before. That's great. That is an advantageous byproduct. I also think a lot of people are casting people with disabilities, maybe not for the right reason. Maybe it's an overcompensation. Maybe it's they want to check a box, you know, whatever. But they're just missing the mark. And this is something we've been doing a long time. So I want with great pride to say, and I didn't start this thing, but we should be recognized for that. And so the only way I know how to do it is to just continue creating great work and producing, you know, and working with great artists. And so you are just that. Great, every one of you. So thank you. And I want to thank you guys for watching. You know, I don't know how many people tune in live, but I think the great thing about it is I don't want to pay attention too much to like, oh, we only had X number of viewers tonight, because people can watch these plays at a later time. And what we will do is we will take these plays after and we will have them post captions, so everything is nice and clean and precise, and we will put it on our website archive so you can watch them at any time. If you go to our website, tvtb.org, you can click on our archives and you can see every play we've done virtually since the pandemic. They're all there. So, and these will be there eventually too. So we hope that you'll continue to do that. So we have one more virtual show tomorrow night before the big finish on Sunday. I'm not sure where it's going to be, but we'll let you know, where we will be doing six new plays live before a studio audience, also simulcasting them. The fun part of that is you will get to see, even if you're watching it online, these plays being performed in front of an audience and the audience's reaction to those plays, which should sort of make you feel like, you know, part of that as well, in a way. So it's just another dimension of it. But tomorrow night, to sort of put a button on the virtual section of this. We have a really wonderful play by the great Jeff Tavnik. He wrote a wonderful piece called Pocket. And it's great. It's a wonderful piece, and I can't wait to share it with you. It's directed by the amazing Adreem Smith. You've had opportunities to see Adreem's work as an actor and as a director, so you'll get to see her directing tomorrow night as well. And we have two amazing actors. We have Jennifer Bradley and the George Ashiotis. The George Ashiotis. That's sort of like an equivalent of Sir, I guess. Sir, the George Ashiotis will be performing. So we hope you'll tune in. 7:30 on Facebook, 8:30 right here. 7:30 on YouTube, 8:30 here on Facebook. Please watch. But go to our website. Check out our work. Check out what we do. If you really like us, click the donate button. We can always use your support. We love your support. And when you do support our work, you become a partner in our art. And I mean that. I'm the one that has to go through all the donations. I am the one that sends out the notes. And I value that. I don't have the encyclopedic mind that my predecessor had, that he knew everyone. And he would say, oh yeah, I don't know if you remember, Ike would be like, oh yeah, so-and-so, yes, they've been donating for the last 8 years. They used to donate this. They actually increased their donation this year. And it's like, how do you know that? How do you know that? It's like, you just know it. You just learn it. That was Ike. So I will say we carry that on to a point where I value all of you. So I hope that you'll do that. Well, anyway, thank you again. We hope you have a wonderful Friday evening, and we hope that we will see you tomorrow, Saturday night, right here on our Facebook page or YouTube. So ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Bye.